Are $1 million homes driving the average home sales prices through the roof in our area? When you see $3 million, $2 million, $1 million homes coming off the market, is that driving up the average home sales price? Hey guys, Pastor Don with Eastview Realty, part of the Johnson Group here in beautiful Savannah, Georgia, and today is October 5th, the beginning of the October, which means we have all of September's numbers. So we're going to be going over the average home sales price, new homes on the market, price per square foot, days on the market, and then we're going to talk about a little bit about the interest rates. And at the end, I'm going to give you my impressions of what I think is going on in the Savannah market. But first, if you guys get any value from this video, do me a favor, press the like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, share this video with your friends and family if they're looking to buy a home. You don't want them to be lost now, do you? Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy now. And then also, I just want to let you guys know, we get all of our statistics from InfoSparks, a service provided to us by the Savannah Area Board of Realtors, so we can stay ahead of the game, so you're ahead of the game. But let's get right into the statistics. I'm going to go through this really quick, but if you want to pass the statistics, go to this mark right here, this minute mark, and they will skip right over the statistics. So you don't have to go through all that, and you just get my impressions at the end. But here we go. Average home sales price is what we're going to go over. We're doing 2022 September versus 2023 September. I'm going to be talking about some year-over-year stuff as well, but the statistics are all going to be talking about last year versus this year. So last year, average home sales price in Savannah, Georgia was $416,080. This year, $496,475. We're up by 16%. Last year in Pooler, it was $377,935. This year, $407,911. We are up by 7%. And then last year in Richmond Hill, it was $350,921. This year, $473,624. We're up by 26%. Whew. And when you talk about interest rates, have gone up by almost over 2% from last year, which was 5.66. This year, I did a rudimentary search on interest rates on the internet, so I'm not a loan officer or anything like that. And all interest rates are based upon your DTI, credit score, and a couple other factors, and the loan officer will help you with. But this is just a cursory internet search. If you're looking for rates, go on there. You'll see the same thing. Today, average rates on the Mortgage News Daily is 7.69%, up by 2% from last year. And if you just do a Google search, that number is insane. It's saying 8.631 for a 30-year fixed loan. So home price still going up, interest rates still going up. I don't know how this happens. We're going to find out in the end, okay? Next, we're going to be going over new listings on the market. So last year in Savannah, there was 393 new listings on the market. This year, 413, up by 5%. That's fantastic. Last year in Pooler, it was 73 new homes on the market. This year, 84, up by 13%. Also fantastic. And then last year in Richmond, it was 182 homes on the market. This year, 60. Whoa, down by 67%. Oh, my goodness. Now we're going to talk about homes on the market right now. So in Savannah, last year there's 894 homes on the market. This year, 918, up by 3%. That's fantastic. Last year, 182 in Pooler. This year, 154, down by 15%. That's kind of what we're seeing across the country, but is normal. And then last year in Richmond Hill, there's 278. This year, 196, down by 29%. Now, so you guys understand something here, because of seasonality, September is that's when we start to see everything dip. Okay, should be prices dipping. Homes on the market, new listings, all those things dip because our hot times, everybody gets ready in April, May, everybody comes to the market, June, July, and August is hot, and then everything starts to come back down. So prices going up is surprising. Inventory going down is not surprising. Now we're going to go over closed sales from last year in Savannah. It was 353 homes that closed. This year, 286, down by 19%. In Pooler last year, there was 91 homes that closed. This year, 57, down by 37%. And last year in Richmond Hill, there was 172 homes that closed. This year, 78, down by 55%. Woo! Next, we're going to talk about days on market. Last year in Savannah, days on market was 41 days. This year, 39 days. That's great. Less days on the market, homes selling faster. That's good news. Last year in Pooler was 43 days on the market. This year, 41 days, up by 16%. Now, that's normal, like I said, because of the sales cycle. And last year in Richmond Hill was 25 days. This year, 72 days, up by 65%. That is not normal. But I'm going to explain what is going on at the end. Next, we're going to go over price per square foot. This is your Zestimate number. Take this number, multiply it by your square footage, get you in the ballpark. So last year in Savannah, it was $202 per square foot. This year, $237, up by 15%. Last year in Pooler was $180 per square foot. This year, $195, up by 8%. And last year in Richmond Hill, it was $186 per square foot. This year, $203 per square foot, up by 9%. So I know I threw a lot of stats at you really quickly, but I'm kind of going to break it down so you can kind of understand what I see is going on in the market. Okay. Here's the thing, and I've said this before, and you're probably going to hear me say it again if you watch any of my future videos, but the lack of the lack of supply is just insane. Just to give you an example, when you talk about September of 2018, now I'm going back because this is when it was kind of normal supply and normal demand. We were really close in the supply and demand during that time. So I know that the market can handle this many listings, but you're going to see a huge difference between 2018 and today. So in 2018, September, now I'm using the same date because we know, like I said, about the sales cycle, it starts to go down to September, so I'm going to use September numbers of 2018. In 2018, there was 2,662 homes on the market for sale. This year, in September 2023, 1,354 homes on the market. So we have 50% less homes on the market. When you talk about 2018, which was kind of a normal market, to now. So as you can see, with less homes, just like anything else, when you talk about supply versus demand, if there's less supply and a ton of demand, then home prices are going to go up. I don't know if you guys remember, I have kids, so they wanted a PlayStation 5 when they first came out. Of course, they were $600. Fantastic. Of course, they didn't have any. So if you wanted to buy one, they were like $1,500 to $1,800. Well, I wasn't going to pay that, right? Because that's crazy, right? So I waited, but I had to wait years to get one from the PlayStation store. So, and that was an inflation of 300%. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on right now with the imbalance of supply. Okay, and we talked about that briefly. I'm just going to talk about year to date. So if you're talking about January of last year to September of last year versus January of this year to September of this year, we have 1,300 less homes on the market from January to September to January and September. There's 1,300 less. Okay. Same thing with closed sales. There's 1,100 less closed sales from January to September than there was last year. So you're talking about everything's coming, or all the supply is creating havoc on all these numbers. But also, in our area, you talk about demand. I've said this before. I'm not going to go into it in a large detail, but we got soldiers in here, in and out. 7,000 families coming in and out every year. You got retirees that stayed, myself included. Then you got all the jobs that came to the area. We talked about the Hyundai EV plant, Gulfstream hiring a whole bunch of people, a bunch of businesses that came in since 2018. So demand is really high. But the one thing a lot of people don't think about is this. When you look at sales prices in our area, I've been here since 2002, okay? It seems crazy. Like, how are these average home sales price of $496,000? It seems insane. But if you live in Philadelphia, like, that looks like a great deal. Like, I just put a home under contract yesterday. 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, brand new home on over 1/3 of an acre, 2,500 square feet for $444,000. The clients told me that they had bought this home in Philadelphia, it would cost $750,000. So you got to look at how everybody else views our area, because New York is higher prices. California, New Jersey, obviously Philadelphia. So a lot of people are looking at our home prices. Savannah's a great area to live. Okay. So it's by the beach, all the great stuff we have here. And they're like, you know what? With mobile jobs where I can just work from home, why not move to Savannah? It's a great area. So we got that working against home prices with the demand even be higher. Okay. But I'll tell you something about this month, this September, that's different than most. See, when you see home price shoot up by 26% in Richmond Hill, for instance, okay, or 16% in Pooler, just drastically like that, I started digging the numbers a little bit because I kind of want to try to understand what was going on. And what I noticed was a lot of luxury homes were sold in September of this year. You talk about, we got great luxury areas here. When you're talking about right on the water with golf courses and everything, the Landings, for instance, beautiful golf course. You got the marina with dry dock, beautiful homes on the lake with access to the ocean, deep water, golf courses, like I said before, restaurants, and this amazing swimming pools they got in the Landings, luxury home selling in there. Then you got the Ford Field and River Club, which is, starting price point right now is $1.8 million. Homes are being sold in there. That's got an equestrian area, golf course, dining, anything you possibly want they have in there. It's a beautiful location in Richmond Hill. Then we also got the waterways, very popular, but the home prices in there are going way up too. So, it's right on the 7 miles of lakes that you can, deep water, marina that's dry dock. It's beautiful. So you got these luxury homes that are selling. They kind of really pushed up the prices in September. So I really believe this is a artificial bump, knowing how the market is typically coming down during this time. When I dug in a little bit, it looks like, a lot of the homes that were sold not a lot of them, excuse me, but a third of the homes that were sold in September last month was luxury homes. We see right here, 80 out of the 286 homes that closed last month were over the $496,000 mark. In Pooler, 24 out of the 57 homes that sold last month were over the 407 mark, which is the average home sales price in Pooler. And in Richmond Hill, 23 out of 78, they were sold over the $473,000 mark. So those kind of push those average home sales prices. I expect next month it's going to come back down. But not only that, when you see the days on market numbers, they're also going up because some of those luxury homes been on the market for, one was on the market for over 1,000 days. Another one was on the market for 350 some days. And another one was on the market for 200 days. So that kind of just drove that days on the market up. So I think last month was an anomaly. So if you want to stay current on what's going on, come see my channel every month where I give out the stats of the area so you know what's exactly going on. I believe September this year was an anomaly. But once again, if you got anything out of this video, please, once again, like, share, subscribe. If you have friends and family looking to buy, send them this video so they know what's going on. And if you're watching the video at this point, God, thank you so much. There's so much work that's put in these videos. If you're watching right now, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. All right, talk soon. Bye.